back again. Off camera, off camera I definitely did some painting. I think the only thing that I did was add white to the skin, like I was talking about, because we want to get this, and I'm trying to make their faces. Today what we have to do is go back in to tone the boards to be darker, not too much darker, like this as the not shadow part, and obviously there's a slight shadow there. The other thing I keep forgetting is this and this are the same room, like opposite, right? Here she's turning with the drink, and there's where she's getting the drink from. I'm picturing it's like, it could be a fireplace, it could be just like a bar table or a dresser where she keeps it, I don't know, probably a fireplace, honestly. So there's a window on both ways. Also, is there an earthquake? What's happening? What's happening? Why is the ocean sideways? I don't know what happened there. So we gotta fix that too. I think the easiest thing to do would be to make the lowest part of the ocean, well, I don't know. I think a little less on this side, a little more on this side. Maybe just go straight across. Whoops. There's a bunch of other things we have to do too, but I don't know right now. Just some more general detail and color bumping. Still really thinking about the skin. I do need to go back with white on her skin. I mean, everything has touching up to do. What I do is I get into a flow zone where I'm not thinking about it and it's just happening. So I can't really tell you. I know it needs to be better, and that's my goal, is to make it better. More interesting to me, editing this, watching this video for the 100th time already or whatever, is what am I watching in the background on YouTube there? It seems to be like the same thing repeating over and over. And I'm not sure, but I think based on, you can see like a little, not to distract you from watching my video, but you can see a little back and forth kind of portrait image type thing that goes across. And I think maybe this is a Bernadette Banner video. But I was watching also a lot of Carolina Zabrowska and Trixie and Katya podcast thing. So it could be any of those two, but I'm guessing Bernadette Banner in this moment. Right, well, I'm starting off right away fixing this sunset, making the world a little more stable. So I'm trying to make these like cliffs. Wait a second. I want these both to look like cliffs,
And then there actually are figures in the foreground out the window. There's supposed to be 3 figures. We'll get there eventually. Coming in here with a little hand detail. I love building a hand. A little more depth. I don't think you can really see what I'm doing here, but I've started to add in that Van Dyke brown tone. And a key to making things look like they're all in the same place together is just making sure that the tones are the same. So I'm going in with some detail and to, liven him up a bit, but also to make him blend in. His foot's gotten covered up again somehow, but we'll go back in there. Wow, have you ever seen anyone so good? Just a few little brush strokes. Oh my god, I'm just kidding. So now I'm just going all around to try to make their hair look the same. I mean, I could explain away, why it looks different. It's supposed to be the same woman. They're all Circe. In this one I'm working on now, she's younger than everywhere else, and she just had been at a fancy event, so maybe maybe she treated her hair in some way. You don't know her business. As she got older and more experienced and more worldly, she began keeping her hair in a braid was part of the story, and so her hair naturally would get bigger. I don't know, but I just want them to look alike, so I don't want to create an excuse. And now I'm just going in with a golden tone in this one. She is in front of the fire, representing in some ways her interaction with Prometheus. So she needs to have a little more of a fiery glow. And this is still an underpainting, so I'm gonna not blend it out, but I'm gonna go over it and refine it, but we're just kind of getting the color in there. Here I think I'm using water to just kind of soften the edges. This is a hard, like a canvas board, but usually when I paint it's on a big, large canvas and it absorbs the water, so it's kind of just experimenting. I enjoy using pencil. I find I have a little more control over it. We use pencil our whole lives for a while. Just to get out some little details here, I'm working on the border. This is gonna be some fire. Fire is a theme for myself throughout this story because it's what first brings Circe to knowledge. Here we're working on the sun, which also is her dad. Her dad's Helios, so I kind of been trying to keep him in them just because also in the story she feels he's always overhead. Here's just some whittling. Some bad camera work. Here's my special way of trying to figure out how the geography of the room is and where the light sources are. So one finger is helping me figure out. It's unclear to me. dark clouds. So ultimately this is like a person in a cave. I remember that as what I was thinking of during this, but I cannot I don't know what's going on here. So it's a person, maybe I can figure it out now. It's a person in a cave and I have no idea. This window needs something. I think not a sheet. I think a curtain would do. Working on that a little. Back over here. Just gotta readjust. Alright, seeing the see-throughness of that. Here we go. A nice little sheer curtain. I guess it's like a double hinged, tied up. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about Circe's curtains, and I don't think you should either. It's not what's important here. So the light's coming in from behind her, so it should be bright here between her arm and her body. The way I tend to work is I know there are structural errors with him or like perspective errors, and I don't mind too much about perspective errors, to be honest. It's kind of fun. But I usually, paint and then scrape. Oh, timely. And just kind of make it work. I can see what's wrong and then fix what's wrong. And I try not to be too precious about if I'm messing something up, because I actually think the more I work on it, the better it will be. So, yeah. Subscribe to see my next video when it comes out.